Hello, my friends. I am in the woods again. Thank you, universe. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be outside. The sun is trying to come out where I am, which is lovely. It may come out while I'm talking. That would be even better. And I want to show you this. Look at that. Oh my God. It's so early for this to be happening. In the middle of weird, crazy world, good, beautiful things are happening. That was my that was the first thing I noticed when I started walking today is the fact that there are green things growing. So amazing. It's so early for this. I mean, we could be worried about that, but instead I'm going to be grateful that it's greening and that it's getting sunny and that it's going to be a beautiful spring. And on that note, before I get into the writing prompt for today, because that's why we're here, I want to extend an offer to anybody who needs a little connection right now, because I know this is a time when we're all feeling very cooped up. Even if you're getting outside, it's probably a difficult time to, feel like you're kind of trapped with the people that you live with if you live with people. And if you don't, like I don't, you may be struggling with feeling kind of lonely because you don't have anybody around you and you're maybe used to a little bit more social life. Maybe you're introverted more like I am and like a lot of alone time, but even so, even with as much alone time as you could get, you probably still need at least a little social time because we are human after all. We need social. So, with that, I want to offer a connection opportunity for us because I had this beautiful experience this last week with Michael Sandler online. He is the host of Inspire Nation, and he does a lot of online work. He coaches people in around abundance and things like that, and positivity. He's a very upbeat person. Maybe not for everyone, but certainly was a great like medicinal shaman for me this week almost. I mean, that's kind of how I felt about it because his positivity just lit me up. I had a 5-day experience where every single night we met together online and we had this lovely time together where, he talked about certain aspects of what life is like right now and flipping them on their head in terms of how to see the world differently instead of just being fearful and really giving us this opportunity to ask questions. And then we meditated and he gave us thoughtful things to think about later. So, we had like these quote unquote homework assignments. It was a really beautiful week. And I feel like it uplifted me so much in a way I totally did not expect. So I wanted to pass on that kind of energetic glow that I got from that beautiful experience and ask if anybody else would like that. Would you like a connection? And if you would like a connection where we meet together online and I can give you some tools that I'm using right now to continue to feel positive during this time and to feel calm and to feel peaceful and to feel positive, positive, positive. We have to hold that in our minds, I feel, instead of just relinquishing to fear because so many of us are stressing ourselves unnecessarily. Being fearful before the fear can even strike, I think is such a dangerous place to be. So I want to offer this opportunity where we could get together online. It would be through YouTube. I choose not to use Zoom because I heard that there were some concerns about hackers maybe getting through there. I don't know if that's true. I might be wrong about that, but I heard that. So I'll avoid Zoom and instead offer this through YouTube where we could do a webinar and I would send you a link to that. So if you are interested in that, you are welcome to comment below. And then I will connect with you through the comments what to do if you're interested. I would only charge $5 for this, and I would meet with you either for 4 days in a row or we could meet once a week for a full month. It would be entirely up to what everybody wants, and I would like for people to comment about that as well, so that you can let me know what is your preference in terms of whether you would like to meet all at once, so that you kind of really get this punch of I don't know, this punch of energy, or do you need the more sustained longer term? So just let me know what your preference is if you want to do this, okay? So again, it would be around writing, but we would have some discussion, okay? So it would be, me sharing tools that I use with writing, because and I would share some meditative things too if you're interested in that. But mostly it would be around just meeting and having this connection with each other and loosening up and feeling calm and also possibly joyful. Joyful. I know. We started these sessions with Michael by dancing. I might actually steal that. I think we might dance because that actually was so much fun. So anyway, if that sounds good to you, comment below. Also, let's move on to the prompt for today. So I hope that this last week, Nurture Trust, was helpful for you, that you started listening to yourself particularly. That should have been your first priority, because that was what I mentioned in last week's video, that you should make it a priority to nurture the trust within yourself first, so that you're listening to your own intuition, you're trusting your own judgment. We are so likely to let that go because we just are taught not to trust our own thoughts, our own feelings, and our own intuition about situations that we encounter, which I think is just so unfortunate. We really do know what we need. We all know exactly what we need for ourselves. We have all the information from all the experiences that we have ever lived. So we don't need to hear anybody else's commentary on what we should be doing. We know what we need to be doing. And this writing that I give you every single week is part of helping you to nurture that trust in yourself, because that is what this is about. It's about paying attention to the cues that you are getting from your own body, from your own mind. It really is about that. And so I hope that's what happened for you, and that, of course, potentially you may have connected with people around you who you may be feeling grouchy about because you're being in such close quarters, or potentially you're lonely and you're not finding it easy to connect with people. Hopefully you felt that you were getting some kind of connection and you were able to bring yourself to a different space emotionally. I hope that's what happened. So this week, kind of along that same vein, this week's prompt is speak positively. Because we are, so many of us, talking about apocalypse and dystopian futures and how scary this all is, I feel like it's time to insert a different narrative. We need to start speaking positively about our ability to get through this, because we can. We are resourceful. We are clever. We can be smart and make good choices about taking care of ourselves, about making sure that we are getting enough rest and finding peacefulness within our environment, making space for taking good care of ourselves and eating well and protecting ourselves by staying home. And if you can't stay home, protecting yourself in other ways by making sure you wash your hands and not touch your face while you're out in public, making sure you wash your hands after handling money, all those things, right? So that's the prompt for this week. And the way it works is write your intention in the morning when you wake up. Go through your day. Then at the end of the day, write a brief reflection, 1 to 5 minutes. Write whatever comes into your head. Write continuously, no editing. And that will open your subconscious in ways you would be amazed. It will open you to positive thinking. It works. And the time of day does matter. Right when you wake up, right before bed. All right? So comment below if you want to connect, and I will look forward to hearing from everybody. Have a good week.